Hello everyone and welcome to Abundant Automation. Now this is obviously going to be a Factorio Let's Play, if you hadn't already guessed, of which there are lots. But I figured, well, a game as awesome as this, it can never have too many of them, so here goes. Yeah, we're starting fresh, an empty world. Nothing much known so far about it. I have a couple of mods installed, none of which are game breaking or game changing in any major way. The most prominent, I think, would be the resource spawner overhaul, which, if you don't already know it, spaces out resources quite a bit more than vanilla, and thereby makes it a necessity to play with trains, making the game infinitely more fun in the process. So that's going to be something. Then there's a host of utility mods such as Evo GUI, already playing with Foreman, the Blueprint Manager, Auto Trash. I'm not playing with Autofill or Long Reach or something like that because I kind of want to experience all the aspects of the game, even though I don't particularly draw too much pleasure from killing biters. So we're not going to cheese that. Where did I put this first miner? There we go. Automation first step, so I guess we can go home. Maybe, seeing as we are not exactly surrounded by lush forestry. Not burning all my wood just yet. But yeah, mod-wise, I think that's pretty much all there is to it. I have another minor game state changing mod that is the forums. It's sometimes referred to as train position and length fix, and that's what I found it by. But the mod itself is called the 8L, which I would assume means 8 length train project, and it does exactly that. It makes it so that trains will always be 8 units, 8 tiles wide when positioned horizontally at a station, which is what it should be. But yeah, that's gonna be something. So I hear that in the next patch they're actually gonna make it so that it's always like that. Well, maybe not always 8 tiles, but they're gonna do something to unify the amount the amount of tiles that a train takes up horizontally and vertically, which even this mod doesn't do. Yeah, so here we are getting the bare necessities together, getting some coal, doing ye old burner miner trick. No, I've played this game for, well, if I had to guess, I'd say about 500 hours maybe. So I would say I'm fairly competent at it. And so I'm not going to explain everything I do in every detail possible, but I'm sure I won't be able to resist explaining some of the things. So I hope there will be something in this for newcomers to the game and veterans alike. But for the time being, I don't think there's much to learn in it for anybody, because all we're doing is just running around, being somewhat magnificent, our little guy here. Alright, so first order of business will obviously be power. For that we'll need iron and some copper. And do we have any contact with enemies? No, we don't seem to. So that's nice. Yeah, so judging from the lack of trees in the immediate vicinity, I would guess that we're gonna have company pretty soon. Because trees do obviously somewhat swallow or absorb pollution. So if you're starting in a dense forest, you might curse the forest for being there because you need to chop it down for chop down 4 trees for every building you're trying to place. But on the other hand, it's also going to mean that your early game pollution's not gonna it's not gonna spread as far as it otherwise would. Now for us, we're probably gonna have a pretty sizable pollution bubble before too long. So we're going to have to be mindful of that. Alright, up to 3 iron miners now. Let's maybe get some more coal and also stone on the go. I think 2 stone miners will be enough. First, some more coal. So yeah, this first episode, I think I'm gonna go for about 20 minutes per episode. That seems like good enough number for me. That will probably mean that the first episode we won't actually be building much of a factory. Maybe we'll get to like researching one tech, or maybe not even that. But after that, we'll pretty soon get to building furnaces and lining out a bus and all the good stuff that comes with building a factory. Alright, so that's stone pretty much set to every extent we'll ever want it to be set, at least for the immediate future. Now, do I want more? Of course I want more. This is Factorio, and more is the game's second name. Yeah, so plenty of coal right now. Next thing will be more iron, probably. I'm gonna go up to maybe 6 or 8 iron miners. Let's go with 6. 6 seems good. Alright, now, yeah, as I said, power first and most important priority. We're gonna want to start our research right away. I mean, we don't actually see any enemies just yet, which probably means we don't even have to rush military or something. But already you can see what I was referring to. We already can't quite see the edge of our pollution cloud after but 9 minutes of playing. And this is obviously only gonna get worse and worse and worse. Excuse me. Alright, now, yeah, more coal into the stone miners. Not really the most exhilarating gameplay there is, but has to be done if we are to be a sprawling factory with tens of thousands of iron plates per minute. You're gonna have to start at 100. Alright, so let's do 3 copper mines. Let's do 2. Seems like enough. So that's copper. And I believe that means we'll be good for some power generation here. Getting coal. Yeah, we're gonna need some copper for those. Also more stone. Let's get 5 steam engines on the go. Gonna go with the standard 11410. Now you can go with 113. That's perfectly serviceable. But it's a little... 13 boilers are a little slower to react. They have a little more inertia if they get shut down for some reason. So if you, I don't know, have a biter attack, or you're using them as a backup power generation for solar power, then having 13 boilers means that it'll take your steam engines a while longer to actually get to full capacity, which is something that I don't overly want. So I'm usually gonna go with 114. I mean, it's what, 5 stone and 1 iron. Can't be bothered to grieve about that. So yeah, running around grabbing more stuff. We actually do have everything we need. So let me get the boilers started. And I haven't actually thought about where I want to place these things. Now, well, we have another coal deposit up there that will come in handy, and will also mean that I'm just probably gonna go off here. Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what we're gonna do. So, let me get some more stuff sorted. 2 miners gonna be enough for the time being. Also a couple of inserters. Bit of belt. Some electric poles. Oh, that seems like a pretty reasonable shopping list. And let's go. So we will definitely be able to get power done in this episode. And since we have plenty of time left, should also have enough resources to get like a rudimentary factory gun going. Alright, so let's just say we start here. Oh, I'll probably want, yeah, a couple pipe to ground. That'll do. Yeah, so believe it or not, in the beginning stages we might actually have a bit of a wood problem. But I don't think it's gonna be that big of a deal. I mean, we have some stumps here, and there's... oh no, there's a lush forest over there. So no worries. Alright, I'm gonna leave a little bit of a space here. Yeah, I think 3 squares are more than enough. Put down my boilers and... yeah, another 3 spaces, why not? And then attach all the steam engines. And 10. That's gonna be that. Connect them all up. So far so good. Coal's gonna... it's gonna come in from the top, but I think the next row of steam engines will be below this one, so I'm gonna arrange it in this way and have the coal come in from there. Now this is very, very convenient. I don't think I've ever had a spawn that was this convenient for power production. It's always this weird, well, I would like to expand my factory over there, but then again, power would be better over here, and meh. You always have to make compromises. Blech. Okay. Let's draw that up here. Well, not the best aiming, probably, but do I want to aim properly? I think I do. Let's do that then. And that. All we need to do now is bring power up here, and we will be set. Power. Go. And a little kickstart for the boilers. There you go. Now, one additional benefit of using separate core deposits for power and smelting later on will be that if I accidentally like add 200 tiles worth of belt to the furnace setup, it can actually happen that you put so much of a drain on your coal mines that your power generation doesn't actually get enough. So there are obviously other ways around this. You can loop your coal through the power generation, or you can have other measures in place to ensure that your power generation will always be the first priority. Can't be bothered with that. Yes, so what was I up to? Yeah, laboratory, a couple of science packs. I'm still on the fence about first research, I mean. Should probably be military, because I don't wanna... Oh. There you go. Yeah, so it seems like a good idea to bring power down right away. That's just what we're gonna do. Run this down, whoops, down there. We're gonna need power here eventually, so we might as well just bring it here now. Put this down. Alright, now what? Automation or military? Let's just go with automation. We're living large here. Now, going with automation first will also mean that we... Well, I was about to say that we will need to craft more science packs ourselves, but, well, going for automation actually doesn't mean that. Oh well. More fuel for the coal miners. More science for the laboratory. Let's craft some inserters. I'll also set up my thingy down here. Oh, don't need more than that. That's this. Some more inserters. And we'll also use up our stone. I probably don't need that much of a production queue right now because automation will be finished soon, and then my first priority will obviously be getting science automated. But alas, automating science is something we'll have to care about in the next episode. So thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider hitting some of the associated buttons and or leave a comment below. I've been Disgrind, and I hope to see you soon.